Hi guys, welcome to the Per Annum Podcast today.
Hello.
I'm glad to have you, Lavanya and Alicia. So in the start, if you guys could just introduce yourselves.
So my name is Lavanya. I have done my engineering in production from GNE College, Ludhiana. I'm mainly into strategy planning and operations of Chococo, also dealing in production part of the process.
I'm Alicia Sabharwal, and before I came into the business, I was a journalist. I'm born and brought up in Chandigarh, and I worked with the TOI and ABP News Channel. But I always wanted to do something in fashion. I always had a sense of fashion. My outfits were chosen, like everything I used to do in fashion. So I also wanted to do business. That's how I met Lavanya. And before we started the brand, I already knew how to connect with the Gen Z, with the youth. So that's how I joined the business.
एक जो बहुत interesting बात है, whenever I come to Punjab or let's say talking to my friends who are from here, generally बहुत लोगों के 10 में से 5 families ऐसी होंगी जिनके traditional manufacturing businesses हैं.
Right.
But what I see is that there is a sudden aspiration amongst the people of Punjab,
Right.
especially let's say the second or the third generation,
Right.
after 2010, that there has been a trend that they want to establish their D2C brand. So where did this thought come from? And let's say, what was the transition, let's say, in your family like?
So my grandfather started like manufacturing from last 50 years. He was a president in textile industry. He knew what kind of business we were doing, and we were quite comfortable in whatever we were doing. But me, my dad, and Alicia, three of us, we wanted to try something new. We were exporting to Europe and UK brands. So something interesting was happening there. E-commerce was building. In 2010-11, we were exporting to brands which had already started e-commerce. Right? And in India, it was not that popular right now. But definitely that was a lead. There was some resistance in the family. Like business ठीक तो चल रहा है ना, क्या जरूरत है, अभी एक एक करके पीस बेचेंगे, we get wholesale orders, right? उस तरह का resistance was there in family. I remember my grandfather saying, okay, we'll only give 5% machinery to this project, okay? Because I don't want to bet all of this on this brand. So we started like that.
Right. So which year did you guys exactly start?
2017 was the year when we started. Right. And also, there were not many resources available at that time. Catalog also we used to make. We have shipped our own first orders for a whole month.
Right. And then we used to wait like hours and hours to see has that order been placed or not. We used to keep check, aaya, nahi aaya. Then we used to pack ourselves and send it, then call the customer and ask them, did you like it?
Yeah.
So it was an experience.
Right. What has been the journey, let's say, when you guys started in 2017? What has been the growth journey so far? 2017 se leke up till 2024, it's been almost 7 years.
2017, when we started with only one category. We were doing around 10,000 rupees sale at that time, and we closed 2017 at a sale of around 15 to 20 lakhs. It was our first year.
Right.
And in 2020, just post-COVID, that was a major boom for Chococo. We completed 35 CR GMV in GMV sales.
Right.
And in 2023-24, this last year, we closed at 51 CR business in GMV. Total orders that we are shipping is close to 3,000 pieces daily that we are shipping from our website and from platforms.
You guys have a very interesting name, Chococo. So where did that come from?
Wanted the name to be very neutral, which can cut across if we want to plan it globally, which we want to do in some years. And something that once you get it, you are not able to erase it from your memory. So, yeah.
It's a very catchy name. So if I say Chococo, what's the name? It's Chococo.
Yeah. What is let's say, the price range of the products? Like, what's the average order value?
So initially, when we started, it was very close to 300, 400 rupees. With time, with value additions and with introduction of women's sportswear as well, we have around 65% of our sales come from men category. 35% of that come from women category, which is a higher value product as well. Our current average value would be around 650 to 700 rupees.
In terms of profitability, in terms of, let's say, your EBITDA margins, what have you been able to achieve at the moment?
So our gross margins are our COGS goes for 30%. Our gross margins are around 70% of the overall sales that we do. These marketplaces or a website need some kind of commissions or marketing expense. So that goes about 20%. and then 10% goes into logistic charges, 12 to 15% of ad spend or marketing on Instagram, Facebook, Google Ads. So we are left with 20 to 22% EBITDA margins, which is quite healthy and unheard of in our kind of category.
Right.
Yeah.
Obviously, because अगर आप 50 crore GMV cross कर चुके हो, so obviously something is definitely clicking with the audience, let's say with your customers. So Alicia, because you look after the, let's say, the designs of, let's say, these products, what has, let's say, clicked or worked for you guys in that aspect?
So it comes with a lot of homework.
Right.
So we study the market, we do all the research. Our research team is working at the back end like 24/7. And it is an advantage to have a home business. So we work on the ideas that they have worked on and I have worked on. So it's a homework. So we start coloring, sketching all the designs, and from those samples we are able to decide that which ones to be dissolved and which ones to go ahead. I keep on bringing ideas. I keep on studying the market. So it's a whole process.
So if you could give me an example of, let's say, one idea that worked really well, any example that you could.
We've been seeing that the Gen Z, the youth, basically, they're able to find the brands who are relatable.
Right.
So I saw that, and we curated the sports T-shirt, and there are some slogans or some word written on it, like for example, fierce. Keep building the muscle is pumping up, something like
Right,
that. Some or the other thing which the youth is relating to the content.
Right.
So that's how we picked up that thing, and we made it, and it's a hit now.
Right. So Alicia, from your experience, because you look after, let's say, your Instagram and social media and everything, बहुत सारे D2C brands की एक बहुत बड़ी प्रॉब्लम बन गई थी कि अगर उनके ads बंद कर दो, their sales will just come down to a complete zero. So that is where you guys said कि community building, organic communities, जहाँ से repeat orders भी आते हैं, एक connect है basically.
Right.
So वो कैसे crack किया जाता है, if you can dive into that?
So basically, you have to know your customer.
Right.
Like, what is your customer? You have to build the audience.
Right.
What kind of niche you want to target on.
Right.
And so you will work accordingly. You will work, if the niche is like only the low market area, then you will target those people. If the niche is like the richest people, then you will target that audience. So
Right.
we knew that Chococo is a mass brand. We want to make this brand that should be known as a mass brand. So our niche is every audience.
Right.
So that's how we targeted. We not only contacted the families, we not only created the family content, but the youth content as well and the teen content as well. So
Right.
that if anybody opens our page,
Right.
if they scroll a bit, so they're able to see, okay, that's youth content as well.
Right.
That's like the teen content as well. They are doing twinning as well. That's how you should know your audience,
Right.
and you should work accordingly. And some of the bit of customization, a little gesture towards your customer, I think that is a very genuine effort every brand
Right.
should do.
Right. So, like you guys said, कि initially भी आप लोगों ने, let's say, customer से बात करी होगी जो initial
Right.
orders
Yeah.
आते थे, and आज भी करते होगे. तो ऐसे कुछ 2-3 feedbacks customers के that really helped you guys.
We are very size inclusive in whatever we do. So a lot of loyal customers we have found in plus sizes, because we are offering around 12,000 to 14,000 SKUs to styles for plus sizes. इतना बड़ा range normally किसी brand में देखने को मिलता नहीं है, and many people who are using these products, they tell कि अच्छा हम कुछ और खोलते ही नहीं अब, we just log on to Chococo, whatever style we like, and हमें पता है कि quality तो assured है, अच्छा मिलेगा ही मिलेगा.
Right.
So बहुत सारा community वहाँ भी build हुआ है हमारे लिए.
We have created the packaging as such that people really like our packaging. So they definitely send us a DM on Instagram that we really love how you are sending us a package with
Right.
a handwritten, note
Right.
of thanking the customer and giving extra 10% off for the next purchase. Some or the other, we don't miss handwritten notes.
And plus, we have got more than 60,000 reviews across all platforms. And overall rating is average 4+ out of 5. That
Right.
is a big testimony
Yeah.
to what we are doing in terms of quality.
Right.
It acts like a motivation.
Yeah.
Right. So a lot of people would also like to understand D2C has changed and let's say progressed a lot.
Right.
In terms of, let's say, tech developments also. There are so many tools that are now around. What are, let's say, the top 3 advices that you guys would give. Let's suppose who's starting a D2C brand today in 2024.
Okay.
Right? How should they approach?
So इस क्वेश्चन को 2 पार्ट्स में डिवाइड कर लेते हैं. फर्स्ट इज जो मार्केटिंग कॉस्ट, लाइक यू सेड, बहुत ज्यादा कंपटीशन नहीं था इन टर्म्स ऑफ सोशल मीडिया प्रेजेंस में. बहुत सारे ब्रांड्स अवेलेबल नहीं थे. सो इवन इफ यू वर डूइंग समथिंग, तो वहां से बिजनेस ग्रो हो जाता था. एंड कम टू 2024, तो मेनी पीपल आर डूइंग. यू हैव टू बी इनोवेटिव. You have to be very clear of what you are doing as a brand. अब ऐसा नहीं, you cannot be all over the place. Secondly, I feel बहुत सारा resources and tech is available now, जो कि उस टाइम पे available नहीं था to support business. But वही बात है, उस टाइम पे फिर competition बहुत कम था और आज competition बहुत ज़्यादा है ना. And 3 advices for a new D2C player who has to come. I think story and what your customer is, it has to be decided from day one.
Right.
And second, like you said, पहले dropship model was successful. I feel time has changed. ये profitability is not an option now. अगर हम investors की भी बात करें, plus market भी इतना fluctuating रहा है last, कि you have to get your basics right. Right? वो एक time था, I believe, when hype was doing all the business, but अब वो धीरे धीरे it has come back to the fundamentals now. And the fundamental has to be right.
Right.
A person should be very clear what he or she wants to sell.
Right.
If this clarity isn't there, then the business won't sail the ship.
Right. And one aspect that I would like to explore is because you have built this brand out of Ludhiana.
Yeah.
Right. So like you mentioned, Alicia, कि यहाँ पे initially जब 2017 में आप लोगों ने start किया, so that obviously that ecosystem is not there yet.
Yeah.
Especially 2017 में नहीं हुआ.
Right.
So what were the challenges that you guys faced?
I think Ludhiana is a thrilling market.
Right.
So there are so many industrialists who are already here present in Ludhiana. They have the full garment knowledge. We do got the garment knowledge full on how to do the production and everything. But I think there are so many creative people and tech people who leave Ludhiana and looking for more job opportunities, maybe in Delhi, Gurgaon or Mumbai.
Right.
So I think it was a hustle in the beginning to find team like that. Like we need tech people, we need graphic people. So all of that. It took us a little time, but we did find people in Ludhiana.
Right.
And we're also seeing the difference in post-COVID. Things have started to change as well. जैसे वो एक entrepreneurship has changed, जैसे आपने बोला, 4th or 5th generation people want to build their brands. तो उससे क्या है कि काफी सारे opportunities are there available in Ludhiana now. Some people are coming back or are staying back, right? So they feel नहीं, अभी ये यहाँ पे भी momentum shift हो रहा है.
Right.
है ना, पहले जैसी बात नहीं है कि कोई opportunity नहीं है. And काफी सारे, I feel there are skilled resources here who are working remotely and working in a company like Gurgaon or Bangalore and also part-time working here. Right. Those things have changed.
So, abhi Ludhiana ki aspirations kya hai? Like when you talk to your Ludhiana friends or peers, what do you feel? Ki matlab, what are they trying to seek?
So I think aspiration abhi बहुत positive है. I don't know if it's Shark Tank or not. सबको इस बारे में knowledge है. You know what a D2C brand should be like. Branding में क्या aspects हैं? What a brand value is. क्योंकि पहले यही नहीं पता होता था, वो सिर्फ प्रॉफिट लॉस के एक बुक्स में रह जाते थे, राइट? सो व्हाट अ ब्रांड गिव्स टू अ प्रोडक्ट, वो अंडरस्टैंडिंग अब बढ़ रही है. एंड दे आल्सो फील कि कुछ अब आगे करना है, राइट? मैन्युफैक्चरिंग फैसिलिटी है, वो टेक्निकल नॉलेज है, तो सब बैकएंड पे सब कुछ अवेलेबल है. दे वांट टू एक्सप्लोर एंड दे आर रेडी टू टेक दैट लीप, है ना? तो वो दैट थिंग हैव चेंज, डेफिनेटली हैव चेंज इन लुधियाना.
तो circling back to the original जो वो question की जो your grandfather said कि 5% ही दूंगा in manufacturing की unit का. So how does he feel today? अब जब 50 करोड़
my grandfather was very happy जब पूरा manufacturing unit was shifted to चकोको. He said, see, मेरा काम तो है रोकना, है ना? He said कोई तो होना चाहिए जो resistance भी रखे, right? To have that check. I feel that was important to prove कि we can shift a present model which is already working into something else, it is not that easy. Like he passed away last year, but I remember even in his final days, he used to check. अच्छा आप ये टी-शर्ट के ऑर्डर क्यों कम आए हैं? He was so engrossed. For someone who is manufacturing and selling, it is very difficult to believe कि आप इसको एक market price पे sell कर सकते हो. He's very happy about it.
He used to call both of us in the office, and I saw all the balance sheet today. Wow, you're doing good. He used to bless us. So जीते रहो, बहुत खुशियाँ देखो, ये करो, वो करो.
He was very happy.
So yeah, it was a good thing.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
today.
you for having us.
I think a lot of people will find inspiration, especially people from Punjab, especially from tier 2-3 cities like Ludhiana, Jalandhar, right? And maybe across India also. And they also get inspired from your brand. So
Thank you
so much.
Thank you so much.